Since their first clash, the rivalry between Thor, god of thunder, and the Hulk, the living embodiment of rage, has fascinated Marvel fans and scholars of mythology alike. The debate over which of these two titanic beings would emerge victorious is not merely a question of brute strength, but of what it means to wield power itself. To properly examine the matchup, it's essential to explore how each of these characters is defined by their origins, abilities, and philosophies, and what their confrontations reveal about the nature of strength. Thor, son of Odin, is a creature of myth and legend. As the Prince of Asgard, he is not only unusually powerful, but also enjoys the gifts and responsibilities that come with his divine heritage. His hammer, Mjolnir, is famous for being wielded only by those deemed worthy a weapon that bestows upon him the power to summon lightning, fly, and channel magic beyond mortal comprehension. Yet Thor's strength does not stem solely from his godhood or his weapons. He is a seasoned warrior, having fought wars across realms, and is guided by a sense of honor and duty that grounds his actions, even in the chaos of battle. Opposite Thor stands Bruce Banner, who, when pushed to the edge, transforms into the Hulk, an unstoppable juggernaut powered by raw emotion. The Hulk's power is linked directly to his anger. The madder he gets, the stronger he becomes, with no well-defined upper limit. Unlike Thor, the Hulk's strength comes not from nobility or otherworldly weaponry, but from a place of deep human vulnerability and pain. His power is democratic. If unwielded, it could potentially belong to anyone with a similar curse. Banner's internal struggle is just as compelling as his external battles. The fight to control the Hulk is as epic as any clash with supervillains. Their first significant fight occurred in the pages of Marvel Comics, but for many, the image of the two battling on the helicarrier in the first Avengers film left a deep impression. In that scene, Thor tries to reason with the rampaging Hulk, even allowing him to strike Mjolnir, causing a thunderous shockwave. The battle is fierce, each blow shattering steel and sending shockwaves through the vessel. Ultimately, neither truly prevails. Circumstance intervenes, as it often does in these stories. But if we step back from the spectacle, Thor and Hulk's rivalry highlights a deeper question. Is strength merely the capacity for destruction, or does it mean something more? Thor, for all his brawn, is also a leader and a thinker, wielding his might with purpose. He knows when to show restraint. Hulk, for most of his existence, is an expression of unfettered emotion, capable of immense heroism, but also uncontrollable devastation. In this sense, Thor represents order force channeled through wisdom, while the Hulk is chaos raw power without limitation. Yet time and again, their battles never fully resolve this question. Comics and films arrange scenarios where each hero has a chance to shine. In some universes, Thor defeats the Hulk cleanly, even rendering the Green Giant unconscious with a display of divine power. In others, Hulk is able to overpower Thor, especially when anger or desperation push him to new heights. Sometimes, Hulk's resilience is portrayed as limitless, while in other stories, Thor's magical heritage gives him the upper hand. What is particularly telling is that their greatest clashes rarely end in outright victory for either. Instead, the aftermath often finds both characters battered, but alive, with a sense of reluctant respect growing between them. Both heroes, in different ways, carry burdens that set them apart from normal mortals. Thor is burdened with destiny and expectation, always under his father's watchful gaze. Banner, meanwhile, agonizes over the destruction he inadvertently causes, fighting to balance his own humanity against an alter ego who cannot be reasoned with. Fans often ask, who would win, the God of Thunder or Rage itself? The answer, perhaps, is that the contest isn't meant to be resolved with a simple winner. They are two sides of a philosophical coin. What makes someone powerful, and what does it mean to use that power? The story suggests that unchecked rage and overwhelming might can be just as perilous as the arrogance of gods. Ultimately, the legacy of Hulk versus Thor endures because it isn't just about who is stronger, but about how they choose to wield that strength. Their battles are reminders of the delicate balance between chaos and order, emotion and control. The God of Thunder and the Rage Incarnate will keep clashing, not because one must defeat the other, but because, together, They reflect the ongoing struggle within every hero and, perhaps within every person.